What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like here today, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. I'm glad you came to see me. So one that I am very excited to talk about today that I ended up liking a whole lot more than I originally anticipated. Newest release from Christian Siriano is La Rouge. Stay tuned. So even though I don't rank it in the categories towards the overall score anymore, I still want to take a look at the presentation because this is a beautiful presentation. First, we'll take a look at this box. So as you see here, it's rather large size and concentration on the bottom. It does come with a red lip gloss, which my wife has already confiscated. Name of the fragrance on the front, La Rouge, does have that flower design all over the place. Batch code information, more information about the fragrance, more information on the back. It's a little tough to see. There we go. We use the glare to our advantage from the ring light. Very, very large box because the bottle shape is a little bit different, to say the least. It's got an interesting, unique design. But let's take a look at this bottle. Here we have the bottle. I am absolutely digging this bottle. It's gradient from a super deep dark red and just brightens up as you get to the top. You can see the juice level. And I'm not sure which flower this is supposed to mimic exactly. It is made of a plastic, very thick glass. It does show, let me turn that around for you, fragrance information, batch code, distribution, everything on the bottom. It does click into place. It does hold. It's actually quite snug. And then around the atomizer, it says La Rouge. And then the atomizer, it's kind of a narrow distribution. It does okay. Man, I love that smell. So as far as the presentation on this one, I'm actually digging this quite a bit. This is marketed for the ladies, but I find it to be very, very unisex. Let's get into this scent. So this is classified as an oriental floral. It did just come out this year in 2020, and I'll put the notes right there for you. So cut and dry, plain and simple. This is almost a copy, if you will, of Baccarat Rouge 540 Eau de Parfum, not the extrait. As soon as you spray this one in the opening, that is immediately what you're going to think and smell. And I can assure you, I have Instant Crush, which I find to be a more floral version of. I have Parfums de Marly Cologne, which is a much more spicy type of take on it. I find this is more closely associated to Baccarat Rouge 540 than either one of those fragrances are. This really encapsulates the best way to describe the smell. James over at Outlaw Frags, I've always thought, had the best way to describe the eau de parfum of Baccarat Rouge 540. If Crushed Diamonds has a smell, that's what it smells like. Get that image in your head and it's stuck forever now. So shout out to you, James. And this one has that. You absolutely, upon the opening, it's pretty much one-to-one with Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP. It's very sweet. You get that amberwood, that fizziness, that kind of burnt sugar up top, and it's a little floral as well. And then that praline really adds that gourmandy sweetness to it. And once you get into the heart and that transitional phase, that praline really comes out a bit more, and then the amberwood really becomes the star of this with the jasmine and saffron. And you still get a little bit of that grapefruit. The grapefruit never dominates the fragrance, but it's definitely very present for quite a while, for about 2 hours, until the grapefruit really fades away. And there's a clean musk kind of hiding in the background, and once it starts to really dry down, that musk comes to the forefront a bit more. And all the way through, you're getting praline, amberwood, and a little bit of a floral background to where you can't really distinguish the jasmine too much anymore, but it's still kind of the dominant floral note to my nose. And it's just, like I said, musk, amberwood, a little sweet, little floral, kind of through and through. It doesn't transition greatly. It's not linear, but it doesn't transition a whole lot. But from start to finish, I absolutely love the way this fragrance smells. And for that, in the scent category, going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Now longevity, I kept waiting for it to kill over. It is an eau de parfum concentration. I did spray my chest twice. I sprayed each shoulder on my shirt and 3 around the neck, and that was a lot of sprays actually. And it really took to about the 10-hour mark to really become a skin scent. I just kept getting whiffs of myself over and over and over all throughout the day. I was very impressed with the longevity off of my skin. This is definitely going to be an 8 to 10 hour fragrance for most. In my instance today, it was a 10-hour fragrance for me. I was very impressed. And for that, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 in longevity. In projection, it's no slouch either. For the first 2 to 3 hours, it's relatively strong. The first hour is beyond arm's length. The following 2 hours still has a very large sillage. I would say half an arm, maybe even a little bit better, all the way to the 3-hour mark. And then you still have a mild scent trail following for several hours after that, where it wafts very easily. You will smell yourself. When you walk by people, they will smell you. And for that, in the projection category, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 as well. Overall, Rouge from Christian Siriano, this is absolutely an 8.5 out of 10 fragrance in my opinion. I'm digging this. I like this way more than I thought I would. Based on the bottle, I was expecting it to be a bit more on the feminine side, but no, it's just as unisex as Baccarat Rouge 540 is. If anything, Instant Crush is more feminine than this, in my opinion, because it's a bit more floral. I think this stuff is great. This was sent out to me for review by the fragrance group, but I mean, obviously, the opinions are my own. I'm not paid in any way to do this. They did send the fragrance out for free for product review, and I'll tell you what, I'm loving this. This stuff is really, really good. I actually like this better than Instant Crush and Cologne because it's so close. It's such a close representation. It's basically a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540. Essentially, I mean, that's really how I look at it. It's the closest representation, but I don't find it redundant to have Mancera Instant Crush, Rouge, and Parfums de Marly Cologne because they all three have their differences, and I don't find it to be redundant at all because Instant Crush and Cologne are two different ends of the spectrum, spices versus florals, and this is the happy medium. You definitely need to check this one out. They tend to get very cheap from discounters. Well, I say very cheap, in the 30s to 40s, depending on which fragrance you get from Christian Siriano. Right now, this is the newest release. I believe it's $85 retail. You can get it from the fragrance group. I believe fragrancebuy.ca has some bottles currently as well. FragranceNet does not have them currently. I did check them. Definitely try this one, guys. If you're looking for a really good version, affordable version of Baccarat Rouge 540, this is going to be the one in my opinion. This stuff is really, really, really good in my opinion. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried this one already? I didn't know what to expect when I got it. And it shocked me to where I like it more than I thought I would. I figured, yeah, I'll probably like it. This will be something my wife will steal from me. She can have some sprays, but she ain't stealing this. I'm digging this. I want to wear this. I'm really digging this. I advise a lot of you, try it out. You might like it as much as I do. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Rouge from Christian Siriano and you give it a spray now, real good chance you'll thank me later because it smells great. Have a good one, guys.